And that concludes my impression of Stephen Hawking. I'm hungry. What shall I do about that? I've got food in the kitchen. I could eat that. But I kind of want some Chinese chips. Maybe I'll just have a slice of this birthday cake. It's more convenient. I'll take the BI. There we go. Bi cake. I'm not bisexual, but I'm bi cake. I'm by cake. By cakeul. It's a good cake. I'm not trying to prove a point anymore. Just to exist. I'm still hungry. One slice of birthday cake is just not enough. I still want some Chinese chips. I could get exactly that. But why break the bank when I've already got food here? I could eat more food than I could possibly eat here. And still have plenty left over. So I don't need to go anywhere to get something to eat. It's just a nice idea, that's all it is. But you know what I realised recently? You don't have to go along with a nice idea just because it's a nice idea. You can still say, no, that's a nice idea, but I don't want to do it. Even though I might enjoy it, I can still say no to it. If someone said, no, you have to eat these Chinese chips, then I'd probably become suspicious, like, oh, why are you trying to force feed me Chinese chips, man? Fucking hell. Yeah, to be fair, I would like some Chinese chips right now. I've said Chinese chips quite a few times now. It's obvious that I'm thinking about Chinese chips. It's 6 p.m. on a Sunday. There is a Chinese nearby. I'm pretty sure they do sell chips. And it's not that far to walk there. You know what? Maybe I should just go for it. It's definitely better to go out the house, get food from somewhere else than to just make another meal in the kitchen. Ooh, boring. Alright, fine. We're gonna go get Chinese chips. It's gonna make a good video, so I'm gonna do it. I just went to the Chinese takeaway. They only accept cash or bank transfer. So I guess no Chinese chips. Damn. I asked for Chinese chips and she said, salt and pepper chips? I said, yeah. And she said £4.80. Which, to be honest, sounded like a lot. But then she said only cash or bank transfer. And I wanted to pay with card. So, no luck. No Chinese chips. I had some birthday cake. So maybe I've eaten enough. I still want more though. No lie, I do want something else to eat. I've just ordered a takeaway. £half-pound cheeseburger meal with cheesy fries and Tango orange. And a boneless box with cheesy fries and Pepsi Max. £31.87. I could have just literally just gone to the kitchen if I wanted to eat more food. But hey ho, it's done now. Estimated delivery time 44 minutes. Much more expensive than those Chinese chips that I was talking about. I finally become who I am. What I mean by that is just I finally relaxed. I'm kind of tired. Today has been very uneventful. I'm going to get this takeaway and then just do I don't know what. Well, I'm going to eat it. I might try and actually do like an eating challenge. Maybe I'll film it. I'll try and eat the takeaway as fast as I possibly can. There's one thing I really don't want right now. It's new ideas, new to me. Unless they have the ability to resolve whatever sort of ill feeling I have. In which case, yeah, for sure, yeah, I'll accept that 100%. I'm honestly really tired and really stressed out about the fact that I'm really tired. I'm really stressed out about the fact that I'm so often really tired. It is not good or convenient that I'm often really tired, and that's why it's stressing me out. Thinking, well, I'm not able to do what I want to do because I'm just too tired to do what I want to do. But it doesn't seem to go away. Why doesn't it seem to go away? I don't know what to do about that. The only solution I seem to have is take caffeine, but that's clearly not working because I'm still really tired all the time. So what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Maybe I'm deficient in some kind of vitamin, mineral, whatever. I don't know. I just want to feel awake when I'm awake. That's about it, really. It's not that fucking much to ask for, is it? I mean, in a literal sense, obviously, yes, I am awake whilst I'm awake, because how could I be anything else? So, if you are a literalist, then you can defeat all of that logic that is based on things that are not literal. And that does kind of work to defeat the actual feeling. Because it is just a feeling, and who really cares? You know what I mean? You feel how you feel throughout a day, throughout a week, throughout your month, throughout a year. You just feel however you feel, and that's like, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Well, what? Why do you need to do anything about it? Can you even do anything about it anyway? What's the point in even trying? You know? Like, okay, you can take vitamins, you can take minerals, and hopefully that'll make you feel better than you do. But all that makes up how you feel is not just minerals and vitamins. It is the contents of your thoughts. That's a lot of what makes up how you feel. So you have to examine your thoughts. How do you examine your thoughts? Well, you have to engage in discussions. And so you engage in discussions, and maybe you feel better because you engaged in a discussion that got to the core of what you really think, and you realized what you really think, and then you became aware of what you really think, and then you realized how you really think affects what you really feel, and then that changes how you feel. Like that's the formula. It should change how you think, change how you feel. Simple. Thoughts create feelings. Feelings create thoughts, but thoughts create feelings. That's the sandwich. Just waiting for this takeaway now. It says it's 32 minutes away. I'm kind of tempted to just like go to sleep. It's not a good idea, is it? I should try and stay awake until the food arrives. Maybe I'll just have a nap here in the chair. And then I could get woken up by the sound of the knocking. That actually wouldn't be such a big deal, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay awake, stay alive until the food arrives. It turns out I'm not actually even that tired after all. Tiredness is just but a momentary feeling that is not to be exaggerated in its importance, but to be minimized in its significance or even existence in order to reduce its ability to even have some sort of cognizant effect on you. If you don't allow it to have any effect on you, then it does not have any effect on you. So you have to become the master of tiredness and tell tiredness what to do, not allow tiredness to tell you what to do. All these feelings want to do is bully you, and for as long as you allow them to, then you think that you are controlled by them. But as long as you do not allow them to bully you, then you are not controlled by them. That food arrived. Had a few bites, then fell asleep. It's now 8 p.m. Woke up from the nap. Feeling terrible. Feeling sick. That's the burger. Oh man, I feel so terribly awful. All it takes is a little bit of sleep. I wake up feeling dreadful. But I was absolutely desperate to sleep. Why was I desperate to sleep if I'm just going to wake up feeling terrible? Doesn't sound like it's worth it. This too will pass. I understand. To say I want to throw up right now is not enough. What I really want to say is I do not want to be any longer demonically possessed. I want to be exorcised from this satanic possession. That's a more accurate way to put it. I really don't want to have to wake up feeling horrifically awful anymore. Well, I mean, I really don't want to have to feel horrifically awful ever at all. If there was a way to ensure my permanent ability to never feel horrifically awful again, I would take it, but it just seems to be such an exaggerated experience compared to like what has actually happened. Because basically, not a lot has really happened, but then I feel so incredibly dreadful. Why is that how it works? I don't think that's fair. It certainly doesn't feel fair. I hate suffering. I hate feeling this way. I realise it doesn't last very long before it goes away. I'm very much used to it going away now. And then me going back to feeling good again. But when I feel this awful, the feeling good really doesn't feel like it was worth it. I always tell myself it's going to be worth it on the way towards feeling good. Because I think that feeling good is worth anything at that point. But then when you get the low after the high, I just almost don't even want the high or the low anymore. As long as I don't have to have the low, I just really don't want the low. It's not fun. Anyway, I guess I feel more awake again now. Now I'm just looking at all this food with regret. Whatever I can do to feel less horrifically awful right now, I will do. If there is anything I can do. I don't know if there is. If there is, I will do it. I've got some water. I think I just need to acclimatise to being awake again. Get used to the idea. Accept the idea. Also get used to the idea that I feel awful. Accept the idea that I feel awful. I'm still in some way trying not to accept the idea that it's true. Thinking that not accepting that it is true will somehow make it go away, make it better. That doesn't work. I still feel awful whether I want to accept it or not. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something whilst feeling awful with the hopes that it could make me feel better to do something. I don't know, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but if I don't, then I'll have nothing left to say. And I don't want to have nothing to say. So, the only thing I have to say is how terrible I feel. I think maybe I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I don't know if I'm ever going to figure out a why as to why do I always feel terrible when I've just woken up. I'm sure lots of people would have lots of different explanations to that. But I wouldn't know what they are with this not being connected to anything. With there being no responses to anything that I say. I don't want to move or do anything. I basically just want to live as if I'm not even alive. Okay, but if that's not true, I am alive. I want to live as if I am alive, but this feels like as though my body is in some kind of semi-comatose state. I just feel like that more often than I would like to. I don't feel like that all the time, clearly. I may need more adrenaline. I don't really know what I need. It doesn't really matter what I need. When I have the ability to do something, then I guess I have no complaints. It's only when I feel some kind of inability. I don't want to exaggerate how I feel, but I feel as though maybe sometimes I do seem like I'm over exaggerating. So sorry if I have in any way over exaggerated. I would like to be able to just stop the running commentary in my head, which never seems to go away. Sorry, I just exaggerated again. It does seem to go away at times. Why do I have a tendency to exaggerate? I don't know. I guess what I said was accurate in some ways. It never seems to go away, meaning it seems to come back again and again and again and again and again. It's a recurring theme. So in a way, it does never seem to go away. I get momentary breaks from it, but it does come back again. I just find it tends to upset me to have to constantly listen to the running commentary. This video sort of started off really positive and then just went really negative. Oh well, sorry. If I don't feel good, there's no real way to sort of make myself feel good or act like I feel good. But if you are the kind of person that always looks for another person to match your energy, you will only just be disappointed continually. I think when I feel sick in some way, I tend to have this idea that I need to go somewhere that feels better, and that is how I will feel better. So I feel like I want to go to that place, but I don't know what that place is or where it is. So it's not possible. So I have to keep getting used to just being here where I am. But it's not okay here because I'm here. And what I'm trying to do is escape from me. That's what I'm trying to do. But where can I go to get away from me? Where I'm going to go is first out of this room. That's a good start. I can't just keep saying I feel dreadful. I feel awful. It's not like that is going to make me feel any better saying that. Saying that though, I think it did make me feel a little bit better then when I said it. So maybe I should keep saying it. Or maybe it's not an I should or I shouldn't situation. Maybe there doesn't really need to be rules for speech like that. Well, I get to decide, for me personally, what are the rules, because I decide what to say. So I guess I'll just continue to say whatever I want. I feel dreadful. I feel awful. I feel sick. I don't want to feel this way. But I really don't know what to do about it. Or if I can do anything. Or if maybe I should just not do anything. I don't want to wait to feel better. I'm not interested in waiting. I mean, I could wait to feel better while still living my life exactly the same way as I already do. That would be fine, that would be more acceptable. But waiting as an activity, as in like just lying there waiting to feel better, I just don't even think that's going to work. I don't think that is going to make me feel better. I think it takes some sort of act or action or activity to actually catalyse the feeling betterness. feels like I'm just going around in circles, just repeating myself. I feel like I've said all of this stuff to the camera so many times. I'm sort of tired of repeating myself, but feels like I have no option other than to do that. This is where I am now. I just talk to my camera about whatever I'm feeling. And if I'm not feeling good, that's all I have to talk about. So, I'm not feeling good. That's all I have left. I guess my question is still, what am I going to do? Not only can I still do something even though I'm not feeling good, I should still do something even though I'm not feeling good. I should really know by now what it is that I'm going to do all the time, seeing as I pretty much always end up just doing the same things anyway. It's not as though there's an incredibly broad range of things that I do, because there just really isn't. There's a very, very small number of things that I do. Trouble is that I'm not enthused by any of the small number of things that I do. I've really felt that I'm just really lacking passion for anything. I think that's just how I end up sleeping so much, because the thought of waking up is like, oh, waking up to do what? Being awake just seems like just a pointless activity. Or, well, not one that I really enjoy. It's more just arduous, torturous, sad, painful, repetitive, upsetting, heartbreaking, problematic. That is what being awake is like. Enough of the time for it to be an issue. I guess I think by making it an issue that will change that, but I don't think it will. I don't think there's going to be anything I can say or do to change the fact that that is just a part of life. Difficulty and struggle. I'm going to drink this Pepsi. It's 10 a.m. I don't want to speak. I better do something today. I might possibly go to Costa Coffee again. So, how am I doing? I'm okay. If I haven't just woke up, as that goes, I feel alright. I don't feel great, but I feel okay. Still motivation that I'm lacking. I feel like London is going to fix that. That's going to get me motivated, remotivated. So, just got out of bed this morning after a rough night's sleep. It's always a rough night's sleep for me. Well, I always seem to wake up feeling rough. I've got to try and do something today. I think going to Costa Coffee is a pretty good goal to set. I'll be surprised if I leave the house anytime soon.
tend to procrastinate for a really long time in the mornings. Before leaving the house. I could do with shortening that down so that I can leave the house quicker. That usually means skipping having a wash, which is something I feel like I could probably do with doing, although I have a reluctancy to do so.
I've done today sweet fuck all. Just slept, and then since I woke up, basically just lay here without moving. It's coming up to 4 p.m. Feel pretty good. There's not a lot to really be said. Thinking about getting some beers again. Although yesterday that did lead to me feeling quite awful. Still tempted to do it again. Because it felt great for a while, you know? And I've got to do something. Could just carry on sitting in bed. But I'm starting to get a little restless. So, kind of want to do something. I've got a beer downstairs. I'll go start off by drinking that. I had some mussels a couple of days ago. Cooked them up, ate them. There was some left over that I didn't eat. Threw them in the bin. The bin is stinking now. So, better go get rid of that. First beer of the day, 4 p.m. I can't see myself straying too far from my house today. I don't know why. That's just what I see. I feel fine. I feel good. I could just do with a little bit more motivation. Feels like there's just nothing I really want to do a lot of the time. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for watching. Bye.